I think we are
Woohoo!
live. Woohoo!
We did it! Yay!
Yay! We're here. It's Miss Shannon Green and Keisha.
Hey, y'all.
I'm so delighted to have her with us today. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with us and being a part of the hop.
That was me.
I hope
Sorry.
I hope people follow along. I actually got through all of my 20 pages. Can you believe it? Isn't that cool?
You did great.
Thanks. I've got approval from Miss Green. She said it herself.
Yep. I have actually seen the paint on the paper, and it's awesome.
And my hands. I kept it on. It's war paint. I'm in war. So thank you all for being here, and thank you again, Shannon, for coming on. And there's a couple of things that I would love for you to explain, where the JB5 came from, why you created it, and your take on it.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I created it because had been watching all these people making these beautiful art journals and journal page layouts. And, and I would sit down and try to do them. And I did. Some of them I did. I created some really great ones. Took me like a week to get through one page, and I stressed out through the whole thing. And it was just not making me happy. So I wanted to do something to help people like me who tend to overthink everything and are such, perfectionists. They want everything just so, and it has to look just right. And, it has to be like Pinterest worthy stuff. And, and people like, yeah. And the blank page just totally terrifies me. And I never know where to start or how to start or what to do first, what to do second. So that whole thing, that's the reason why I did it. And then I kind of came up with the idea, thinking about how to fix that, and also watching videos from Diana Trout and Ray Missigman. They were two that really influenced me. Diana Trout was the one where, you just don't start with this really pretty art journal. Just use what you have. Use a composition book, use blank sheets, use whatever. Slap stuff down on it. Doesn't have to make sense. If you have something that you like, slap it on a page and then just go on. Don't worry about finishing that page right then. So that's the part of it she contributed. And then Ray Missigman, that's where I got the 15 minutes from, because she does these like 15 minutes of mixed media. And I thought, I could do that. That's just a little chunk, 15 minutes. So that's how I kind of put it all together, came up with the different steps. And, if you're someone like me who really overthinks, then the important part of this whole process is do the timer, which some people just throw out the timer because it makes them crazy. And if that's the case, you don't want it, fine, throw it out. But if you're someone who like really needs the benefit of getting yourself to quit overthinking, use the timer. And I mean, you don't even have to do 20 pages. Just make sure you spend less than a minute on each page. And, then it can really help. It has helped me, and I know a lot of people it has helped. But if that's not an issue for you, if you're really particular and you like to be particular, then, you don't need, then you could just like use journaling by fives as prompts, as an art game. So it's like, it has rules or guidelines, but you just, follow them if you need to. Put it that way. I'm just real loosey-goosey on the whole thing. Use it for, any way that you need to. Did that answer your question? I don't even know.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. You're so relaxed about this. I think I'm
because when you start, I think a lot of it's too, if you start with an inexpensive journal or just loose pieces of paper, then you don't feel quite as pressured to make a museum-worthy work of art in it, because it's an inexpensive journal. If you totally trash it, you toss it out, no big loss. So I think that's part of it that helps. And it's, like I said, I mean, it's just helped me a lot. Now I don't really care if stuff turns out good or not, because my goal is just the doing, the putting the paint to the paper, the gluing stuff down. That's what brings me the joy. And I just don't get stressed out about how it turns out. If I get a piece of art, great. If I don't, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kat just mentioned that you get a completed journal in a very short amount of time. And that's what's awesome for me. At the end of your whole session thing, you've got the completed journal, and some of your pages are going to look really good. Some of them are going to be not so good, and some of them you're going to want to gesso over. That just happens. But to me, that's the fun part. At the end of it, you get to go back and you can tweak those pages that just need a little something extra. And then you've got this awesome whole complete journal in such a short amount of time.
Right. I was having feedback, so I left. I wasn't sure why, but I ran away.
Oh, that's fine. Are you still having feedback? Are we good?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
So I wanted to tell you really quick what I've done, because I am new to this, so I'm a little nervous, obviously, and this is totally out of my element, as most of you all know. So what I've done to help me flip through the pages, because I did glue 5 pages together because my composition had 100 pages, and I wanted to create the exact 20 pages as Miss Shannon had originally suggested way back when. And not that you have to have 20 or do all 20, but I just wanted to follow along as best as I could along the lines for the first time. So I created tabs with tickets so that way I can turn my pages quicker and I won't get stuck on them. So I'm super excited about that. All of my pages are painted. I got all 20 and could add a second layer to some of them, or a third layer. But I think it's totally ugly as of now.
As it should be. That's fine.
But I'm so open-minded to this. Obviously, if I'm doing it and it willingly, I am so open-minded to learning new techniques and new arting and giving this a try. And I hope that everybody who is stuck in that rut, or who is stuck in perfection like I am, this will really help you pull out of that. And so I'm super excited for sure.
Perfect.
Okay, so I guess we can start. Have until about 5:55 Central, so we don't have like forever, unfortunately. Because I would love to stay and chat, wouldn't you?
Well, how about you just get busy working on your putting stuff down, and then I can address any questions that come up. So that won't be a distraction for you. Will that work?
Awesome. Sounds great.
Okay.
So thank you all again for coming. I wanted to say really quick too before we get started, if you're new, make sure you subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And hey, we have Shannon Green in here. Great could that be? So I feel a little spoiled. But anyways, okay, so I'm going to use the timer like a good girl, and we're going to put 15 minutes. I don't think I can. Let's see. So I'm going to have to go, I don't think 15 minutes, right?
15 minutes.
Oh, Mary almost gave herself 16. Sorry, Mary. I had to call you out.
Oh, a minute over.
She fixed it. That was so funny. She was like, I better fix this. I said, you're too cute. She is the cutest thing ever. Okay, so I have some glue sticks. I don't even know where to put this. I'm so nervous. Don't look at the clock and don't look at my paper. Just pay attention to your stuff. There's going to be a little bit of a glare on the clock, but hopefully once I get started. So can I like prepare stuff first or no? Technically.
No, girl, you go. You
Wait,
go.
hold on. I got to get my glue
Get your
ready.
glue. Yeah, get your glue ready. Start the clock and then just slap it down. Not too much
But I got to,
thinking.
I mean, can I tear some of it or no?
Tear it as you go. You'll have time.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll have time.
Okay. Okay. Ready? Are y'all ready? Okay, here we go. Oh, jeez. Okay. So what if glue doesn't get on all the parts?
Just stick
Then
it down
what?
as best you can. And then at the end, when you have time, you can go back and secure it. Yeah, don't worry
Okay.
about getting it glued perfectly down, all the edges down right now. Just slap it on there, and then you can go back later and secure it.
Okay. So how many oh gosh, I need it before the thing. How many collage parts do you need? Like on one paper?
As many as you want. What I would do is just go through and get one something on each page.
Oh.
And then,
Okay.
yeah, at the end, when you have more time, then you can go back through and then you can add some things or, yeah, whatever.
Okay. I dropped one of my glue sticks down under my desk. Great.
Well, don't drop the other one.
This is really ugly, but it's okay. I keep saying that because
Yeah.
it's new. It's
yeah.
all new.
Yeah, don't worry about the ugly.
Okay.
That's
I'm
totally
working
normal.
past it.
And if y'all have any questions, put them up in the chat thing, and I'll try to answer as we go so that Keisha can concentrate on her not thinking about gluing. Oh, I did see someone mentioned earlier about the steps and the prompts, and like those are really kind of loosey-goosey. If you don't like the 5 things that I use, with the paint, the collage, the stamps, all that, you can pick your own. That the 5 things that you do are totally irrelevant. Just pick 5 things that you like to do and make those your steps if you want. That works just fine. And you can rearrange the order or whatever you want. The important thing is just to spend less than a minute on each page.
Slap and go, slap and go.
Slap and go, slap and go. Rain Girl says she doesn't see my page. No, I am not doing a page because I think it would be kind of it would be confusing and distracting and more stressful for both me and Keisha to be up here trying to slap stuff on.
It will.
So, yeah, I'm doing commentary while she is working.
Thanks. She's looking out for me.
Yes. And we're going to cheer her on, and then we'll let her know if she's spending too much time, but she's doing great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm taking forever.
Yeah, no, you're doing good. And I like your tabs because I don't know how many times I've gone through this and I think that I'm done and I get to the end and I find out I've completely skipped 2 pages because,
Thanks.
didn't realize it. So the tabs are smart.
Thanks. Got some piano paper because that's fun.
Yes, it is.
Jeez. And what's funny is us grown-ups stress about stuff like this, but like Mary had mentioned, kids, they don't care.
No, and I'm so glad you said that because that's really what I really wish that we could all do is create like kindergartners. I read this book that I don't know. I've mentioned this book several times. It's Orbiting the Giant Hairball, which is about how to be a creative in a corporate world. And the guy's just awesome. And he talked about how he used to speak to kids in schools. He'd go and he would speak. And he said that, you know, in the first grade, and you ask the students how many artists are in the room, like every kid raises their hand, every single one of them. And then by the sixth grade, hardly any of them are raising their hands, you know, and it's, and that is so true. Because yeah, when we're young and carefree and we don't judge ourselves, we're like, oh, heck yeah, I'm an artist. And then for some reason, you just get really, I don't know, judgmental and critical of ourselves, and we lose that. And that's sad. That makes me really sad.
Yeah. Well, this creation will help that, I'm sure. It's helping me. And I'm past the sixth grade, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's, but this is really fun. It's relaxing-ish.
I find it relaxing. Some people get really stressed out about that clock. But I really don't. You know, I'm just, because I don't really care about the end result. So I'm just like, ooh, beat the clock. It's like a game. Just beat the clock.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah, that just doesn't.
How many minutes do I have?
You've got, what is it, 9 minutes?
Okay.
You're in good shape.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
So this is really fun. So let me ask you this, because I can now get cocky. Okay. So technically speaking, because I know that there's no JB police, and you know you're good with pretty much anything, and you know whatever. But is at the end result, the very end of all 5 steps, do you have a finished journal page, quote unquote?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Okay.
Most of the time, I go back and do free play, which is, you know, not even on the clock. Just do what I want to kind of spruce up my pages, because a lot of them at the end of the 5 steps, what you have are just a lot of really good jumping off points. You know, they need a little something here and there, but they're easy to fix. And it's just, you know, it's really just jumping off points. Now, some of them will look completely finished and awesome, but more often than not, you're going to want to tweak a little bit here and there. And that's when you can just, you know, take your time, go in, do what you want to finish them out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got these stickers because I thought stickers can be collage.
Absolutely.
And heck, they look like it, so why not? It's not your typical collage, quote unquote, that people would grab as a collage, but
it'll work.
Why not?
And like I said, what you do on the 5 steps is not really important. Just do 5 somethings.
Yeah.
He's just trying to be a teacher's pet. Suck it up.
Shh, guys, you're not supposed to tell on me. I'm trying to be a good student.
You're doing awesome.
Thanks.
Especially knowing that this is really not your wheelhouse. So you're doing great.
I'm sweating over here. Little do you know, I'm keeping it together. What I did was I picked paint I liked, the colors that I liked, images that I liked, collage stuff that I liked, because I think that that's really going to help me.
Yeah.
first, and then I can go willy-nilly, maybe another round or something.
That's a
later.
very good idea.
This is really hideous, but that's okay.
That is okay.
So when you first created this, and you were particular at one point, it didn't bother you? Like, you didn't want to quit the step because it was not what you were used to at first?
I really didn't. I just got, because to me it was more like a game, a beat the clock game. You know, if I beat the clock, yeah, that's the way I looked at it, was just beat the clock and then I win, instead of create something gorgeous and I win. So that was, I just had to put that as my mindset. Just, you know, beat the clock, get it done. Don't think, and that's what the clock is for. So, yeah, it didn't bother me.
Cool. That's good to know. Now I feel like I don't care.
Yeah, right.
As long as we beat the clock, we're good. I got one more page.
Yeah. So see, you win. Woohoo!
Yay! Woohoo! Yes, I win.
You win.
You lose. You lose, clock. I win.
Right.
Sheesh.
And I have always been better at kind of taking something and making it better, as opposed to creating something from scratch. I don't know if that makes any sense at all.
It does.
Yeah. So that maybe that's why this appeals to me too, because, you know, at the end, sometimes some of the pages are finished, but those ones that just need a little something, that appeals to my need to just, you know, take something that's okay and make it even better. So I really like that part.
I think what I'm going to do better, I think next time, if I try this again, which I believe that I will, is not have so square pages or collage, because I've noticed that a lot of it's kind of square.
Yep. Well, don't worry about it, because, you know, you're going to do some other stuff on top of it. But then if the square is still showing at the end, like, those are really fun to doodle around, because they're easy to put borders and stuff around. So, or you can put like a little focal thing right in the middle of one of your squares.
Oh, woo! I'm done.
You did it. See, now you can go back and see if there's any page that needs a little something, and then you can slap something down.
Okay.
If you want
all of these something.
Yeah, because they're all just going to look really sad and
sad and lonely.
Yeah, for the next, you know, step, at least one step.
There we go. That's pretty. Glue is I'm sticking. Thanks. I am so sticky. I feel like a cat in water. This is, I guess, fun. Feel like I'm just playing and not caring.
Yeah. That's exactly what you're supposed to be feeling. So yeah, you're getting it.
Oh, cool. Can't care. At this stage, I mean, you can't really care. Oh, wait.
No, you can't, because you just don't have a lot to work with, and it is what it is.
Right. Thanks for creating this for people like me. I think it's really going to help me think on a different scale, on a different level, on a different outlook.
I hope so. Yep. Doesn't mean it has to change the way that you create everything, but, you know, like we were talking about earlier, it is an option.
Right. Now I can be picky because I've got time, right?
Exactly. You can be a little more intentional.
I don't like anything I have now. I need new stuff.
Someone else's junk is always better.
Yeah. So, yeah. How much? Ooh, 30 seconds. 30 seconds, people, whoever's following along. So it's good to know that you don't necessarily have to be quote unquote completed.
Right.
And that's kind of reassuring to people like me, honestly.
Yep.
Because that's what I thought, and that's what I was telling people. Oh geez, put it down.
Yeah. Drop the glue stick.
It's down. Hands up. Stop.
You did it.
Yay. Thank
I'm
you so much.
excited.
Yes.
That was so fun.
Yay. It was fun. It really was fun.
Was it? You didn't just absolutely hate it? And it's okay. You can tell me if you absolutely hate it, because some people do.
No.
I don't know this.
No. It was really fun. I hate the way that it looks right now, though.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can hate it. Yeah, it's a little needy right now, but it'll be better.
So it's a little sad, all of them.
Yeah.
So yay. Hopefully everybody had a wonderful time. Somebody who, oh, there goes Janet. She put in APG Jamie. She's the next step. She's the third step, which is the stamp and stencils. And so hopefully everybody can jump over to Jamie's. Thank you again, Miss Shannon, for joining us and for creating that.
I enjoyed it. I am going to hop over and see what Jamie's doing and follow along for a little bit anyway.
Well, thank you all again for coming. And like I said, if you have not given this live a thumbs up, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks so much again, Shannon, for taking your time. And I will see you all in the chat.
See y'all.
Bye, ladies.